minority. ISIS seems intent so far to keep civilians tight inside the city so that they can be used as human shields to slow down the military advance.
They were teaching only boys like less than 10 years old how to kill and how you go to paradise after commit a suicide.
We have agreed on a worst-case scenario of up to 1 million people who may flee the city. Out of this 1 million, 700,000 is the planning figure to provide shelter, food, water, hygiene, sanitation. Right now, our capacity in terms of shelter is 130,000.
All the images, footage, the reports from our stringer, they are very happy. They have been living under ISIS authority for almost 2 years or even more than 2 years of no hope, no education, no future for those people. By receiving army, it's like just getting rid of Daesh, and they were like very happy to return to their normal life.
There are, of course, those who try to be smuggled out by paying smugglers at great risk to their lives and the lives of the smugglers, but these are still a minority. ISIS seems intent so far to keep civilians tight inside the city so that they can be used as human shields to slow down the military advance.
Inside Mosul, the only thing is working the telephone, but it's not at night. We are communicated with some people, some residents who actually live on the side near, like on the direction toward Erbil, and also internet sometimes is working. Regarding the front line with the army, I mean, they are wherever they reach, they fix the tower of mobiles.
The information coming out of the city is very, very basic. There is no detail. As you know, people who are found with a cell phone or a SIM card are immediately executed by suspicion of intelligence with the enemy. We are very worried. We are very worried because children in general in a state of war have been profoundly traumatized, but the children coming from Mosul have been thoroughly brainwashed, and the atrocities that they have been forced to witness, to watch in the last 2.5 years are unspeakable.
They were like teaching only boys like less than 10 years old of how the hatred and how to kill and how you go to paradise after commit a suicide and all this ideology.
We should keep in mind that as we prepare for a massive outflow from Mosul, we already have 250,000 Syrian refugees in Iraq, mostly in the Kurdistan region of Iraq, and we have 3.3 million displaced Iraqis from other areas of the countries since January 2014, since the war with ISIS started. Still, these camps only accommodate around 20 to 25% of the displaced population. All the others are being accommodated in unfinished buildings, abandoned buildings, mosques. as humanitarians, we believe that the retaking of Mosul is necessary, but is not sufficient. It has to be done in full respect for protection of civilians, for international humanitarian laws.
Honestly, I think they will be defeated. They will lose the ground, as it happened elsewhere in Iraq. But as ideology, it won't be defeated easily. It needs lots of time. It needs ages. It needs a lot. It needs efforts from everywhere in the world. Ideology has been, Daesh has been in Mosul for almost 2 years, and they were like focusing, as I mentioned earlier, they're focusing on the ideology, and I think they probably pretty succeeded somehow in establishing some of this ideology, or like convincing few people of this ideology, unfortunately.